from Carol's Crafts. How you all doing? Welcome if you've not been before, and hi if you're you coming back to see little old me. This is my whip and chat. I do apologise. I know it is late. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of days. So how's everybody keeping? I'll hopefully get this up now. It is 8:10 at night, so hopefully I'll get it uploaded before midnight. What do you think the chances are? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be very good or not. So I'm working on the Halloween one. The Halloween, I don't know when you'll see the Halloween pumpkin look. But it's with a squiggle and a putty cat look. So I've just turned it round for ease. For now. So I thought, right, let's do a bit of this one. I haven't done any on this one since... When did I do last year? On my whip and chat, I think. Yeah, was it my whip and chat? Was I working on this one? Thank you for everybody that did come in on, not on my whip and chat, on my live on Sunday. Oh, did we have a laugh? I really enjoyed it Sunday. It just went so quick. It was unreal. So thank you everybody that made that such a pleasure. It was. I think I'd have kept talking. But I thought, no, get off. Let these poor people all have their Sunday. Oh, look, I slid some of them. Whoop-a-daisy. Yeah, it's been quite a busy week this week somehow. What did we do Monday? Oh, typical on my phone, isn't it? Let me just turn that down. I'm trying to think what we did Monday. Oh, kids went back to school, didn't they? So they were, Jessie was happy not. I think she missed being at home. Really likes it. Because she's in her final year now, so she's getting everything. They're telling them all what parts of their exams have been dropped because they're not going to have enough time to study a lot of it. So they've had a new timetable of what restructure of like English and English literature and all that sort of stuff of what they've got to read. So she's quite pleased because I think they're still doing Jack the Ripper, which she wanted to read up on, and oh god, I can't think of the other one. One other one that she likes, which she's doing as well. And then art, I think they have to start thinking of their final pieces now. So she's enjoying that because you know what she's like with her art. I didn't film a pen, sorry. I'm not prepared today. You have to take me as I come today. Do apologise again. I don't hear off anybody all day, and then the minute that you do something, usually it's my dad or Grant if he's gone out, or one of the kids. That was just a friend, so that's okay. Yeah, so Monday was quite quiet. Brought up on a few jobs, started to get Joshua's stuff ready for uni, started to box it all up ready, and check that we've got everything that he needed to take. So I did that Monday, and then it was doing all his washing and stuff as well, making sure all that was done. Kept nagging him to give me all his clothes, but you know what boys are like. I got them all yesterday, yeah. So, and he's left some behind because I just didn't have time to wash them. They don't get in the wash basket. I've told all my 3 kids now, they're old enough. If they don't go in the wash basket, same with my husband, they don't get washed. I'm not here to pick up their clothes off the floor. So, might sound a bit harsh, but my years of doing that have gone. I'd still like to say I don't pick them up, but I do. But I'm trying to teach them, you know, that when they're not going to have me around when they move out of home or go to uni or whatever they decide to do. So they've got to learn. You know, they're in high school now. They're pretty good though. All three of them are pretty good, apart from Joshua. Joshua's like, I mean, if he goes on Air Cadets camp, everything's spotless. You know, there's nothing out of place, everything's tidied all the time. His bedroom's like a bomb. It was like a bomb. And I say to him, why do you? He said, oh, dunno. He said, I like it like this. I said, oh my God. I remember when a friend warning me when he was little. She said, you wait till he gets a teenager. It all changes. She said, they won't be tidy then. She said, boys are terrible. She said, they're either one extreme or the other. And she's right. I mean, Grant takes his clothes off. Wherever they lie, that's where they fall. You know, wherever they fall in, they lie, I mean. So I got that the wrong way around. Ew. Oh, I did go on Diamond Art Club last weekend and I bought Bubble Chocolate Trouble. Did I tell you? I can't remember if I told you on the web and chat. I just keep looking at it. I keep putting it up and thinking, oh, I can't wait for that to come. And can I wait? Can I wait? I'm so excited. And I absolutely love this artist, Vandal Spangler, because he's got the dragons. And Diamond Art Club have put the book one out. And then I think he's just drawn one with an owl. The dragon's an owl. Has it got a hedgehog and a bunny rabbit in it or something? One that he's just coloured. Oh my God, that would make an amazing diamond art painting. But I'm thinking, no, don't, because I want it. I want the book one. I do like that. But, you know, I keep saying, because I'm a Welsh girl, I've got to have the dragons. And these ones are cute. They look mischievous, don't they, their faces? Look like they could get up to a little bit of mischief. You know. Yeah, so I'm going to... So I've got that on order. What else? I did order something else. What else did I order? Can't remember. I ordered something else this week as well, but I can't remember. A lot of some drawers that have been sliced in half. No, gone. Can't think. I want to go and order another pack of grab bag from Pole Stitch, is that? Polish Stitch? Pole Stitch, something like that. Of some, I'm not sure whether I'm going to get Ada, but I'm thinking I might get 28 count grab bag just to see what that looks like, just for a change. I'm not sure, but I think so. I'm not capable of doing linen. There's no good me even thinking of getting anything linen wise, because it's just, yeah, it ain't going to happen. I like the look of it and I admire anybody that stitches on it, but with my eyesight, got no hope. No hope. So I think I'll have to stick to the, I think she does, I don't know, I have to see if she does 16 or 18 count, because I've never worked on them. Just to see. You know, but she does some, the grab bags are really worth it. So I might get one or two of those. Order. I have had a look on Etsy, but I don't want to buy any big pieces because I just don't know what I'd do with them, and I haven't really got the money, you know, just to buy it to put it in my stash, as they say. If I buy it, it's got to be for a reason. I'm going to use it for something at the moment, so you know. So I thought if I get grab bags, they're not awfully big and they're not awfully, they don't cost an awful lot, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to justify it. why I can buy a grab bag. You'll back me up, won't you? Yeah. Oh, Tuesday I got to see my mum. I was so excited. I had butterflies in my stomach when I woke up. We had to be there for 11:45, I think it was. So, oh, I was so excited to see her. I missed her so much. We got there in plenty of time. Well, we had about 10 minutes to spare, but by the time you have your temperature check, well, somebody comes and then takes your temperature and checks everything's okay and whatever, and then you go around to where you've got to go outside and go in the little gazebo and wait, and then they bring mum round. And it was lovely to see her. She did recognise us a couple of times. You only get half an hour though. It's like half an hour every sort of 3-4 weeks. I mean, it's better than nothing. We get to FaceTime her, even though she tends to walk off, but we get to see her. But yeah, so I just talked to her, just told her about what the kids were doing and Joshua, and that Joshua was off to uni and he wanted to make his nana proud, and she did smile at that. She said, "My boy." I said, "Yeah, your boy's off to uni." She said, "I love my boy." I said, "Your boy loves you as well. He loves his nanny." And then it was gone again. Yeah, but she seems to relate to Joshua. I think it's because he looks like what my dad looked like when he was young. Maybe, I don't know whether that's why. She tends to remember him more than anybody else. Don't know. But it was absolute. She's lost so much weight though. Oh my gosh, she lost weight. She's not eating. They said she could. They had got her started to eat poached egg on toast in the morning. But they say if they try and encourage her too much, she loses her temper with them and tells them that she's not a child, and which is understandable in one way. She just doesn't feel like eating. But she can't have supplements is the problem. They said, "Oh, we're going to get her supplements." Of course, then they read her medical history. She's got milk tolerant, lactose tolerant. She can't have like almonds and stuff like that milk, because that doesn't agree with her either. She can't have the high energy supplements because they're high in sugar, and she's diabetic and she's on insulin, so they can't give her them. So they can't find a supplement that she's not allergic to or can't have for medical reasons. So I was so pleased that she was eating, and we thought that she would give her a boost seeing us. And we were very lucky because when we left, another family were going in, and then that afternoon they put up on their webpage, that all visits were cancelled because there'd been another outbreak a couple of miles away. So they were shutting the doors again. So I don't know how long now it'll be again before we get to see her in person, but they've got to keep them safe. So I don't know. I don't think they don't tell them that though. They don't tell the residents that. Well, not the ones that, you know, ones that obviously can understand they'll have to, but they phoned my dad yesterday to say Mum had gone downhill again. She's refusing all food at the moment. They think she's depressed. I mean, she suffers from depression anyway, but they said she's withdrawn completely. She had started to join in with the other residents, and they say she's very, very caring with the other residents, you know, but she'd even stopped that yesterday and the day before. So the doctor thinks he's definitely going to have to put her on antidepressants now. So they don't know how that will react with her other medication. So it's just all a waiting game. So that upset my poor dad. He'd been here in the morning yesterday, and I said to him, "Come for Chinese." I said, "Because we're having Chinese tonight." I said, "Because it's Joshua's last meal with us, and that's what he wants." And I said he'd like his granddad then. He said, no, I've got loads of jobs to do. I want to go home, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, don't be daft. Like, just, you know, no, I want to go. Well, of course, then they phoned. So they phoned me in tears. I said, get your ass down here. Come on. I said, get yourself in the car. Get yourself together. Get yourself in the car. Come down here and have some tea. He said, oh, I might. I said, no, come on. And he came and he thoroughly enjoyed his little self. He got to see his grandson again. They had a lovely tea because we have like loads of bits of different Chinese and everybody has a bit of everything, which he loves. Josh Stewart got to spend a bit more time with his granddad because he thinks the world of his granddad. But Dad got a bit upset then again when he went because he said, you know, he's going to miss Josh because Josh has been going up there. And I said, we'll be able to see him and we can FaceTime him as well when you're down here. So, yeah, bless him. So I said, at least the care home's on the ball, you know. I said they spot things and they deal with them straight away. They don't just think, oh, I'll see how it goes, see how it goes. I said, they, you know, they're sorting it out straight away. I said, so that's a good thing. So that was Tuesday's visit, and that was, I'd say it was lovely. Oh, and I went to my sister-in-law's after. I took, cause she only lives about 6 miles up the road from where my mum is. So I said to Dad, we'll call in there, have a cup of tea and a sandwich. Excuse me, and it's back because we were about an hour. I just had some fizzy pop before I come on, and I shouldn't have. So I said we'd go up there. So we went up there. He'd never been there before, so he enjoyed that. Somebody different to talk to, and she's very good with my dad. So we had a sandwich and a cup of tea there before travelling back home. So I said it was a nice change, that was as well. And then Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, I don't do anything. And I did a few things for Dad. Oh, a lot of paperwork stuff this week. Oh, with the government forms and things for Mum and power of attorney stuff. And oh, and you can't speak to anybody. This is what annoys me. You know, if you go on the phone, you've got to wait 3 or 4 hours on hold to speak to anybody, and you can't guarantee you'll speak to somebody then. And then, or you've got to send emails. Well, my dad, he hasn't got an idea, no idea when it comes to computers or emails or anything like that. So I'm having to deal with it. And then he feels guilty because I'm having to deal with it. I said, don't feel guilty, you know. You're my mum and dad. Whatever needs to be done, I will do to make sure you're both okay, you know. So I spent a few days doing a lot of paperwork for them. So I think I've got it sorted, but you don't know. So I've sent it all off, and then one lot of direct debits that I've sent off. I've sent it off once. Apparently they haven't received it. Sent it off twice, and as of Friday they still haven't received it, and it'd been first class, which should only take maximum of 2 days, and it'd been a week, over a week. So I'm going to phone them again Monday. They don't know there are. They must government, but they don't bloody know their asses from their elbows, honest to God. I said, can't I send this form straight to you, this woman for the finances that wants it? Oh, no, can't do that. She said it has to go to Powys, and then they decide then which department it goes to. Then it goes to the department, and the department decides what person it goes to. I said, yeah, but I know it's got to go to you, so can't I just address it to you and post it for your office? Oh, no, there's protocol. You have to go through this procedure. Oh, for God's sake, talk about wasting bloody time, effort and money. And you can't even go down there and knock on the door anymore and say, I want to see somebody. Because they've got all the doors locked shut. So no public can get in. But hey ho. Yeah, so my little boy went today. Yeah. 8:15, they packed the car. His mate Matthew took him. And they were going to go and pick his friend Sam up. And they were taking him up. So Joshua took him out to the car. Matt packed his car. Matt very kindly said he'd drive. So I give him the fuel money and everything, so they wouldn't be out of pocket. Because it's a 5-hour journey. But it's more fun for Josh in it if his mates take him, I suppose. And I was alright. It wasn't too emotional. And I haven't had a hug off Joshua since he was probably 10. as I say, he only gives my nan and granddad, and he's not, with his conditions, he's not a huggy person. He will give my dad and my mum a hug, but that's it. But it's like a tapping on the back, half a hug sort of type. But I did say to him, can I have a hug today? He said, of course you can, Mum. So, I mean, it was not a bear hug, but it was a hug. And then he got in the car and the dog started barking at him to come back. And she was trying to get in the car with him. And then they drove off and tooted and I burst into tears like a big baby. I did. I didn't think I would cry. I thought I was, you know, I'd be all right. But I did cry. But he did phone me as soon as he got there and said, Mum, we're in the hall and residence and I've seen my room and it's nice and we're going to bring the stuff up. And then he'd forgotten his one of his controllers for his computer. So I said, I'll transfer some money. You'll have to go into town and get one because you can't be without it. So he said they were going to go into town and have something to eat anyway. Matthew and Sam were going to stay in a Premier Inn tonight and then travel back tomorrow. So I think they were all going into town for something for lunch and then they were going to suss the place. So I don't know whether they're going to go out for a meal as well tonight. So he did. He phoned his dad because his dad was in the craft beds, but 2 hours from here. So he did phone his dad, which I was quite pleased because he does tend to forget about his dad. You know, and his dad's affected by it as well. And then, bless him, he phoned his granddad. And then, of course, he's chat to his granddad. Oh, he'd been and told his granddad he'd been to Spa and he'd got some bread and some milk and some eggs. And he'd put them in his cupboard and something. And they'd unpacked most of the stuff and got it in his room tidy. And unpacked the kitchen, he said, and that was all in his cupboard. So I don't know. So I said, hopefully he said he's going to do a little video record and send it me. But I'm still waiting. So I think he must be too busy. And then me and Millie spent the day, she says, decontaminating his room. So he literally stripped his room completely because he's got stuff in there that he's had for years. And like he said, he doesn't really want them. He just couldn't be asked to sort through them. But he said, you know what I like and dislike. So anything that was like, you know, way too young for him, or, you know, t-shirts and trousers that he hasn't worn for years and stuff, got rid of them. But he had like all his sixth form papers, his 2 years of that, plus his year 11 papers for when he took his exams, the files, there was papers everywhere. The floor was just covered in his A-level papers because he'd been studying so hard in case they had to take their exams. So there's paper everywhere. So I said, can I get rid of it? He said, yeah, they can all go. So we've got that much recycling to do. And he drinks water by the gallons. He drinks a lot of water. And there must have been about 30 empty bottles of water bottles piled in the one corner. I said to him on the phone, why don't you take them out? He said, oh, I keep forgetting. He said, I keep forgetting because I refused to go in his room. I said, you're 18. If you want to live in a pigsty, you live in a pigsty. I said, but if it's tidy, I'll clean it. If it's not tidy, I'm not cleaning it. You have to do it. Well, he obviously hadn't cleaned it very well. So me and Millie were in there all day. So we stripped all the cupboards, got all the drawers emptied, got all his old clothes out, put them all neat and tidy, what he'd left there. Stripped all the shelves down, cleaned everything, put it back tidy. Because like there's empty spaces and a couple of empty drawers which she's taken over for now. But she'll have to give him back when he comes back at Christmas because he's gone till Christmas. But Jessie was like, Mel, you can empty these drawers in here. You can take your stuff in Joshua's room. When are you going to take them? I said, Jess, do you want to get rid of your sister? Yeah. She said, I want the room to myself. I said, oh, Jessie. She said it would be the first time ever that we'd have our own room. I said, well, it's still Millie's room and that's still Joshua's room. I said, but she's just using Joshua's room while he's away, so you get this room on your own while he's away. But as soon as he comes back, I said, Millie's back in here. Oh, flipping heck. And poor old Joshua's mattress, oh, bless him. He never told me that springs had come through on the mattress. He never told me that the mattress kept sliding off the bed. Because Millie got on it, she said, oh my God, Mum, this is awful. And we looked at it and it was awful. I said, how the hell he slept on it, I don't know. You know when it gets old, a mattress, and you can feel the springs. They hadn't come through completely, but you could feel them. They were like that. And because it used to be a bunk bed, and then it was like a bunk bed, but it had like a futon underneath it. And we got rid of the futon and he kept the top bunk because he liked the bottom because it was a big gap underneath and he could put all his Lego boxes and stuff underneath it and whatever he wanted underneath. But it didn't have a side on it. And I didn't realise that if you move around, the mattress just slides straight off. Of course, Millie sat on it today and it just went whoop. So I said, I think I'll get her dad to put some wooden bits on the corners to stop the mattress moving around. And then her granddad came and she was saying about the mattress, and he only went out and got her a mattress, bless him, because we haven't got the money to get a mattress at the moment. So he said, I will get her a mattress. He said she can have a mattress, she could have something. She can't sleep on that. And I mean, her mattress is starting to go, but like Grant says, all our mattresses are probably 10 years old because, you know, you only change them when you can change them, and if you haven't got the money to change them, they're not cheap. So I said to Jessie, what's your mattress like? She said, oh, it's not too bad, Mum, but it'll probably need changing in the next year or so. I mean, my mattress and Grant's mattress is a complete memory foam one, so it hasn't really changed at all. In all the years we've had it, and I think we've had it, how old's Joshua? 18 years, I think my mattress is. And it hasn't changed hardly at all. But hey ho. Apparently what we on? I don't think it's going to be a very long whipping chat today because I am tired. I's a tired little bunny today, and I'm a very emotional little bunny as well. Grant was out the house at 5:30 this morning and he didn't get home till 7:30. So I made him have something to eat, and that's why I didn't start this till 8:10. So I didn't want much, so I had a piece of toast for me tea. The Hoover packed in as well while we were doing, started hoovering Joshua's room, and that's an old Hoover, so I have had to use my money this week to, thank God I had my disability. I put it in the bank early for some reason. It usually goes in on a Monday, but for some reason it had gone in today. I don't know why. Or maybe I've not noticed that it's gone in a Saturday before. And I said to Millie, usually it goes, the Hoover, and you wait an hour or so for it to cool down, and then it'll go again. It's a pull along one. It's never been brilliant. It wasn't a dear one. You have to get what you can afford. But it just wouldn't. We waited like 4 hours and it still wouldn't switch on. I said, oh, it's finally gone. So we went to the old supermarket, and they only had a few in there, so I picked one up. It was on offer from £69 to £59, but I had a pull along before, and I said, it's really killing me trying to pull the Hoover. I said, I just can't do it, so I got an upright. So he brought it home. Millie put it all together for me, took it upstairs, and she said, right, I'll just give it another quick going over, because we moved all bag stuff and I'd made a bit of a mess on the one side. Oh my bloody God. What the other Hoover had left behind was nobody's business. Cat hairs and, oh, this Hoover just sucked it up. You know, when you just go, oh my bloody God. And Millie said, we've just hoovered all this as well before that Hoover went. So I said, I know, but boy, the carpet did come up nice. It looked beautiful. So she was pleased. So then she was in the hallway. But because our hairs are long, picked up all the hair And it's because it's got a brush thing. It got tangled in the brush, so we had to untangle it then. But she was in her element. She was on the floor. She's got a pair of scissors cutting the hair, getting it all out. And yeah, so it's lovely and tidy upstairs. And then she's got new bedding on her bed. So she put, I said, I'll wash all Joshua's quilts and pillows and quilt covers and pillow covers. They can go back in the airing cupboard, or they can go on her bed just as a spare, so it looks like a bed, because there's nothing worse than seeing a bed not made up in there. So I think I'll do that and put it on there, because they're only black and grey striped, so they'd look all right in their room. So she's made it all up, and she's got a few of her bits and pieces there on the shelf, and she's got a PlayStation in their TV. My dad gave him my sister's old TV that come from the care home, because she had a bigger one, but it didn't have a bloody remote control with it. So he said, oh, I don't know, you'll have to, he bought me some Sky ones, but they didn't work. So then Jessie said, oh bloody hell, won't be able to get it worked. So I looked at these online app things which said they would work, but she said, I told you they wouldn't work. I said, it's got to be able to switch it on somewhere. There's got to be a button to switch the bloody telly on somewhere. Well, we hunted and hunted all around this telly. Couldn't find an on-off switch, volume control, nothing. So I'm on trying all these different apps, remote control apps and that. Couldn't get none of them to work. On looking at all these YouTube things. I thought, nah. So then I thought, right, let me see if I can find the manual online and have a look at that. So I did find it, had a look. Well, there is a button. It is probably the size of the tip of that, of your pen, diamond painting pen. And it's on a little tiny dial that's probably as big as that. End of, oh wow, where are we? The end of that. But it's on its side. So you've only got like the side view, and it's only about 1 mil wide. You have to hunt for it to find it. I did have to hunt for it. And you press this little bit in the middle and it switches the telly on. And then you slide it to one side very, very slightly, about 2 mil, and it'll change its channel. So Jessie's as happy as Larry now, because she's got her telly in there. Millie's got a telly now in Joshua's room set up. And also in his room, because he had his computer for all his sixth form work. We had a cable going from the Wi-Fi box, from the internet box, I mean, straight in upstairs. So he didn't have to worry about Wi-Fi. He was connected straight to the thing. So she's happy as Larry now, because her PlayStation is now connected straight to the box. So there'll be no lagging. So yeah. So I said, I wonder how you'll sleep in there tonight. The only thing I've got to clean in there tomorrow is I've got to take the curtains down and do the curtains. We did all the window frames, everything. The walls are wiped down as well. So I said to her, the only thing we've got to do is the curtains. I said, I want to take the curtains down and give them a wash, and then it'll be nice and clean in there. Because I like to take the curtains down every few months and give them a good clean. Makes it smell fresher then, doesn't it? But Lily's missing Josh terrible. She keeps looking for him, bless her. I said she's probably wondering what the heck's going on. But when Grant came back, she was all over him. Oh my gosh. And she won't leave his side now. Because usually, if he's in work, he's home by 5:30. And of course 5:30 came and went, and there was no sign of Dada. So she was on the bedroom windowsill waiting for him to come home. And she's been to the groomers today, so she's had all her hair cut off. She had a few knots around where her collar was, but not too bad. But I had a really good cut on her today. She looks pretty. She's got a bit of a fluffy face and a fluffy tail. A little bit of fluff on there. But I said if you get, before the winter, this will be a last proper cut, as I say, a real good cut back. And she's like half the size. Grant came in, he said, oh my God, where's she all gone? And my dad said the same. And he said, oh my God, she looked so fat before, and now she looks like a skinny rat. I said, I told you, it's all her fur. I said, it's just thick, curly fur. but she smells like baby talc. Oh, she smells so nice. But she's in the front room coached up with her dada. She's a dada's girl. So yeah, so I thought I'd have a quick chat with you doing this. I did do a bit of colouring last night because I couldn't sleep. Do you want to see what I coloured? Let me show you. Oh, sorry, I used Arteza 120. Can you see? Trees Addy gave me the Adult Colouring Love by Jade Summer. So I do the first section of it, because you have 2 copies. So the first section I do in pencil, and then this print in the second section I will do in pens. But what do you think? I haven't finished the envelope. I've got to finish the envelope, but I did the rest. What do you think? Do you think you'd pass? But I did, because I couldn't sleep, so nervous of Josh going and everything, so I just did a load of colouring on there instead. Yeah, so tomorrow I think I'm going to finish off my Seasons of Smalls that's run by Jessie from Mislaid Pages. Please go and support her on that if you're a cross stitcher. So I want to finish my Halloween mouse because I've only got to finish the back stitching. And then I want to have a go at doing a little bit on my second fishy for the Dark Queen of the Sea Sal. I've done the first fishy and I want to do a bit of the second fishy. Then of course it'll be my live on Sunday. So I don't know, I'll probably do this one so I can get this one finished for Drills and Chills. And I might do a second one. I don't know. But as soon as that Bubble Chocolate Trouble comes in, I want to do that one. Because I love that one. But I'm going to still work on my Dragon Sword one from Treasure Studio Arts as well. So, yeah, and then hopefully I might work on Pandemic or Crossword as well. So I like them because I've only got one colour on them, so I haven't got to worry about changing colour on them, which is sometimes is a nice break in between ones that you're changing a lot of colour on your cross stitching. So I think that's why I really enjoy them. I know it's only simple and people are doing all different colours and whatever, but I like it. I'm new to it and I'm not going to go ahead of myself. I'm going to try and do it when I'm ready. Maybe to do a Sal and then, you know, put my own colours to it. But we'll see. Yeah, I've got to have to do the tip run tomorrow though. Because as I say, I've cleared out so much junk. And then I went in my wardrobe and I got out a load of clothes that I've not worn for a long time. So I've put them in the bag and they can go to the skip. I would usually give them to charity, to Salvation Army, but then nobody's collecting any clothes. And I've got like 6 bags in the back of my car that I don't want to send to the skip because were expensive clothes. And I would dread, it would break my heart to think they go in landfill. So I said to Grant, they can stay in my car, not doing any harm in the back of my car. I said until the Salvation Army hopefully will open back up their clothing bins and I can put them in there. So we had a look today, but they were still had the piece of paper over the front of them saying they weren't taken at the moment. But yeah, I said to Grant, we'll get rid of a load of rubbish tomorrow. So I piled it all outside under the canopy where he normally works doing his spoons. Oh, I did the photos. You know, I said he was doing, because he takes photos to show his spoons off. And the photos he'd take are unreal. Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. So I got 16 of them that I liked. Got them all printed. And I mounted in and framed them yesterday and put them in like little covers, bag covers, you know, things. So I said to him, put them up to say for sale, because he's had a few people ask about his photos. So if you want me to show you, I can always show you in the live tomorrow or something, or in a video. But they are absolutely beautiful, and when I mounted them, oh my god, they look stunning. He's so talented. He really is. And they said he only does it with his phone, and the pictures are... He's just got a knack of how to set the pictures up, you know, with all the spices and herbs and deflowers and stuff that he uses, you know, to complement his spoons. You know, he is very talented. Didn't do very well today at the craft fair. He said it was very, very weird. It's such a affluent area, Cirencester. I mean, you saw all you see is only a very small town, not much bigger than ours. And you see Ferraris and Porsches and Jags and Mercedes, you know, they're all the sort of cars you see going around that town. But he said it was very, very quiet for spending today. So there's a few people around, but nothing to what they used to be. Because he only goes there a few times a year just to keep his hand in, as they say. But I said the only downfall when you don't sell much is it's a 2-hour journey, plus your table, plus your petrol. But like he says, you win some, you lose some. I think he made his table back, so that was better than nothing. And he said it was a day out for him, because he enjoys talking to all the other stall holders. He finds that, you know, quite therapeutic. And it's the only time that he sits and he doesn't do anything, sort of. I know he's got to drive there and set up and take down and drive home. The actual time he's there, he just sits, which he doesn't do when he's at home. He's always got to be whittling or doing something. He can't just sit. So when he's there, he's got to sit. So I said that's why I like him to go to these places. So it'll be a day at home tomorrow. I've got to go shopping. I've got to do food shopping because I didn't want to do it today because we were so busy. So I said to Mel, we'll do it tomorrow. Because she's very good. She'll come food shopping with me and help me. So she's a good girl. So I don't know what else to tell you on my day. Oh, Jessie's actually got an appointment through to go and have her ECG and see what her heart's doing. I had a phone call on Friday. She goes on the 22nd, and then I had a letter today to say that I need to ring up and make an appointment for her to go and see the ENT consultant about her tonsils. And I thought, oh, she hasn't had much of her tonsils the last 2 months. I could bugger me this afternoon. She said, oh God, Mum, my tonsils hurt. Yeah, I had a look. They're all inflamed. Well, the one is permanently inflamed and Rose is like nearly touches the dangly bit, the one side, all the time for her. So hopefully I'll get an appointment in a couple of weeks and we can get her sorted, because I said it's not fair. She shouldn't have to be in pain all the time. Even though she fights it herself, we don't put her on antibiotics unless we have to, because she has it so often. And she's pretty good at fighting it herself and put up. So when she tells you she's in pain, you know it's painful. So I've got to phone for that. So that should be Monday. So I'm hoping it would be nice if they did it on the same day, but I doubt if that would happen. So with that, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Time is getting on. As you know, all my details are down below. If you want to have a chat or a comment or anything, write it down below. All my social media details are down. My Patreon, my Happy Mail is down below as well if you fill that in. And if I have a competition or a giveaway, your name has to be in there. As long as it's in there and you win, great. I have had I don't tell you on my videos in the beginning that I'm having a giveaway or takeaway. I'll just do it in a video, random video of something. So if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, we'd love to have you on board. There's a little subscribe button down below, just down there. And there's also a little bell by the side that if you tick that, It'll tell you when I go live, which is on a Sunday, and when I upload a video, which is a couple of times a week. So with that, I will say thank you ever so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. And please take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Bye for now.